Good evening, infidels. Joe will be here in a moment. He's busy doing something, and I'm here tonight with the lovely Dan Hollyfield and
ta-da!
And the even lovelier Chris Walker.
Good to be here.
And the sort of lovely Joe Dog McHugh.
Yep.
Hi.
But feral.
Yeah, feral lover.
Hello.
Yes, and here we go.
Hello,
Good evening,
Willow.
Hello.
You had no trouble getting in here tonight, I see. Although
She's
the
on.
green room was kind of really a problem for you last night, and we missed you.
She's on YouTube also.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Yes, Joe went to Buc-ee's today.
Yep.
No wonder he had to run away.
I had I actually had a panic attack in the store. I'm not lying to you guys. There had to be 5,000 people in that store.
Aren't they supposed to be building one up here in Chattanooga?
I don't know. If they do, I won't go nowhere near the place for the first month. I just found out they opened Monday. This was their first Saturday open.
Yeah.
Well, that's why there were so many people there, Joe.
Yeah.
See, now, that's what they need to do with that old Cabela's building.
Turn it
There's
into
an old Cabela's building?
Yeah.
We had a brand new Cabela's in Chattanooga, and then they put in a brand new Bass Pro Shop, and then Bass Pro Shop bought out Cabela's and then shut down the Cabela's.
Yep.
You can see the buildings from each other.
Yeah.
Is that going to affect the Cabela's catalog, online catalog sort of stuff?
Nothing I know of. Supposedly they're
gonna...
still going to keep the Cabela's brand, but hope you're safe from the storms. We don't have any.
We're pretty far away from what is it?
Yeah.
We're several hours inland at wind speed, so
yeah, we're safe on the. We may see the. I don't know about Dan, but me, Chris, and John may see the rain probably Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to our weather, we're going to hit the outer bands are going to hit us a little bit on Tuesday. Probably about 6 hours worth of rain. And it might not even be heavy rain at that, but
But the problem is one of the big heavy rain areas is Humphreys, Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they under a flood watch or something already?
They've been under a flood watch for quite some time.
That's the one that got wiped out.
Yeah.
20 people dead or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I also heard Loretta Lynn's ranch got destroyed.
Oh,
with the flood.
It is right on a river, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, the good thing is my mud was starting to dry out. So,
I went and looked at my Biloxi cam.
Dan,
live.
I think your mic's rubbing on your beard again.
No, I'm eating a cracker.
Oh, okay.
I got one more left. Shut up.
Okay. Well, hey, I just didn't know if you could see. You can't hear what you're saying, so you can't hear what's going out over your mic. And I thought maybe it sounded like your beard was rubbing on your mic again. I was just trying
No,
to be
it
nice.
sounded to me like a peanut butter and cracker crunching in my mouth. Is what it sounded like. I'm hungry. I already. Lindsay fixed fish and chips about 6:00 tonight, and it wore off.
Yeah, it's about time.
It tastes good, but it's not as filling as other things.
Well, she does it really, really well. Let me tell you. Oh, now I tell you, one place that's almost as good as what she does is Fuddruckers up at the local truck stop in Commerce, Banks Crossing. You can go up there and they will fix you a plate of fish and chips that is almost as good as what my wife can make it. She knows what it's supposed to be like because, as I have enumerated many times, she is British, so she grew up on the stuff. So. When she says it's good, it's good.
I got something to show y'all that I saw on the outside door of a convenience store down in Atlanta when we were down there today.
A spider?
No. This is pretty interesting. What's posted on the door? Warning, under Georgia law, there is no liability for an injury or death of an individual entering these premises if such injury or death results from the inherent risk of contracting COVID-19. You are assuming this risk by entering these premises.
Yeah, our local Golden Pantry has the same sign, except it also includes, if we're getting robbed and somebody gets shot, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's just, I thought that was sort of, I mean, that's CYA, ain't it?
That is the key sign of the times. You can come in, but if anything happens, you're on your own. Thank you very much. Good night.
Yep.
We are not going to admit that it happened here.
Oh, they can admit it happened here. They just can't be sued because it happened there.
Yeah. Because they had that sign. You're supposed to read the sign, and you assumed all risk when you entered those premises.
Yep.
What was that song from the 60s?
Okay, you know that the ISIL K planner that they killed him with the drone strike the other day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They used a ninja missile.
Okay, is that a new one?
It's the Hellfire missile that instead of a warhead, explosive warhead, it has 6 blades that pop out the side of it like an umbrella.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just comes screaming in at high speed, and the blades are designed to basically cut through anything. Have you never heard of these?
No.
They're
I've heard of them.
Yeah, the CIA actually developed the thing. Let me see if I can find a picture of that car that got hit in Iraq a few years ago. Let me see here.
Oh, that's interesting.
9X.
Let me check to see where all our viewers are from tonight. We got one on our Twitch channel, one from Dan's channel, one from my channel, one on Stupid O'Clock, 2 from the Rising Tide broadcast channel, and Chris's fan club's here. And
Yes,
3 on the YouTube stat. Yes, Shay. Chris is back.
Yep.
And
Hey,
Ace
Ace.
Bunny. Hey, Ace, how are you doing?
Now, this might not be something he wants public knowledge, but Ace actually came in live camera on the green room last night.
I saw him last night.
Now you just got to come on here.
It is wonderful. It is wonderful to be trusted that much.
Mm.
It really is.
And
thank
Chris,
you very much, Ace.
Yeah, your Twitch fan club. Do you have any clue who this is?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't.
I could make a smart aleck remark, but it's before midnight, so I shouldn't.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, Stupid O'Clock will just be an hour long tonight because I'm going to pack it in early and turn it all over to Dan. At midnight. Yeah,
Those are some large shoes to fill, but I will do my best.
Dan, I am proud of you for taking on a new show on your own, making it successful. You've learned well, Padawan.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Basically, all I did is go, some of y'all don't want to stay up for an after show. I think I'll do it.
Hey, you volunteer. That's the worst thing you can do.
I didn't volunteer. I took it over. Get out the way. Get it. Move.
So there's a picture of it, huh?
That's a picture of it. And they replaced the actual warhead that's designed to kill tanks. So
Yeah.
pretty big warhead. They actually just replace it with these 6 blades that pop out.
And it pretty much short of heavy armor, it just slices it like.
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can find this picture of that.
I take it that's the camera in the front where
that's the camera. Yeah.
You can fine tune it if you need to.
Yeah, when the camera cuts out, the guy's dead.
Well, at least the camera is.
Well, when the camera cuts out, before you know the camera's cut out, the guy's dead.
You don't want to see what he looks like.
A starfish splattered across the room, I assume, because those, radio-mounted blades.
Yeah, whatever it is, it ain't pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's the hit that the guy took in Iraq when they assassinated him. That's where it went through the roof of the car.
Wow.
And you can see the blades.
Yeah. That would hurt.
This is the Black Talon of missiles.
Yeah, he didn't complain much. Okay.
He didn't have time to.
And not for very long, yeah.
I don't even think he was probably sitting in the car going, "Who are you? No, you're going downstairs, buddy."
Oh. Don't you just hope the actual death is like Terry Pratchett's character from Discworld? It just seems so polite.
Guy shows up in Islamic heaven and they look at him and go, "What the hell happened to you?"
I don't know. Oh, now I think probably one of the best representations of heaven comes from a Twilight Zone movie with James Best.
Mm-hmm.
Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Yeah, where
he's
walking down the road with his dog, and no, it wasn't Roscoe P. Coltrane. Who was that?
Well, if it's James Best, it might have been somebody else. So.
I think James Best was the guy at the Heaven's Gate, but it was the old man with the hunting dog that got killed by a raccoon, and he went in to try to save the dog, and he drowned too. And so he's walking up this road with the dog. And this guy says, "Yeah, come on in. This is where you need to go. Come on in." And he goes, "Your dog can't come in." He says, "You mean I can't bring my dog into heaven there?" No, we don't allow dogs in here. You can't bring the dog in.
I want to go where the dogs go.
Yeah, he goes, "I just can't leave my dog out here. I'll just wander around here without it." Then he gets up to the next gate, and there, I believe it was James Best. He goes, "Yeah, come on in. He goes, what about my dog? Oh, your dog come on in too. He goes, well, the guy down there at that other place wouldn't let my dog. Oh, you didn't try to go in there, did you? No, I wouldn't go if he wouldn't take my dog. He goes, well, that was hell.
For obvious reasons.
The Twilight Zone always had such a good message at the end.
Yeah. Although I've got to admit, sad to say, I was more a fan of Outer Limits than I was Twilight Zone, even though they were contemporary.
Yeah.
But I was more into the sci-fi elements than Twilight Zone was more into the horror and philosophy elements.
Yeah.
So.
The Twilight Zone episode that had Burgess Meredith in it was
which one? There were three.
Where the one where he's doing the typing, where I think he's the devil in it. It's been a long time since I've seen it. So
okay, I thought you were going to talk about the one where he had all the time in the world to read all the books in the libraries
and broke his glasses.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to give away the punchline, Joe.
Well, I like the one with Sebastian Cabot as the devil.
Wow,
now, that would have been an elegant gentleman.
Yeah, and this guy gets up, and the guy gets killed, and he gets to the place, and Sebastian Cabot, greets him and all that, thinking he's God, and the guy wins at poker. He wins at pool. He can't lose. And then to find out that's his punishment. He can't lose. He was a loser all his life.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God. Yes, everything is just too easy now.
Yeah. And they went to, he said, well, here's your file. He goes, my file? He goes, yeah, that whole wall. And he goes, well, just pull out one of the drawers. And the guy pulled out the drawer, and the drawer was like 90 feet long.
Wow.
Gives a whole new meaning to that Beck song, doesn't it?
Which one?
I'm a loser, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Shay came in and left.
Yeah.
They flirt with you and leave, Chris. That's just so bad.
They love you and leave you. Isn't that the state of affairs across the entire world? They were never serious to begin with. They were just playing.
Apparently, there were much more interesting things on Twitter, or Twitch, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it Twitch we've got a channel on here?
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking up how to get into that, and I got mistaken and hit the other one that started with a T, and I was going, wait a minute, that don't sound right.
Yeah.
No. I've already got one of those. I know it's not worth a damn.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're willing to live on it full time.
I'm not.
I'm just checking right now. Shay created their account on August 16th. And they've been following us since August 21st of this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got no clue who Shay is, but Shay, if you're still here, no, Shay's done cut a trail.
Oh, well.
One left in here.
It's time for the online detective. Yeah. Story of my life, Ace. Yeah, story of my life.
Good point, Ace.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you've been married for 50 years. They still leave you wanting more.
That's because they want to make sure you keep coming back.
Oh.
All right. Well, since Twitch is, I guess Pizza Jams is probably watching.
Could be. Hasn't made any comments yet, but
I don't know if Josh is watching tonight. It's his birthday, so he may be celebrating.
He needs to be celebrating.
Yep.
Oh. But
There
yeah,
were a couple other people that weren't going to come in because they had stuff going on in the real world. So
yeah, yeah. Well, like I said with Lewis, he's so busy now that
he's working himself to death. I feel sorry for the poor man, but he's doing what he loves to do, so I can't fault him on that.
no, and he's getting his business is picking back up. So we may actually lose Lewis to the real world.
And that would be a shame.
Yeah.
That would be well. We'll always have a place for him if he has a spare moment.
Oh yeah. Anybody's got a place here. Well, except for 1, 2, but
Is it sad that I know who those are?
yeah, we won't talk about that.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you. Now, what else is going on that isn't political, isn't a disease, and
Well, I found out 3 facts of life today.
Okay.
you've been watching classic episodes?
No, there are 3 facts of life that I learned this morning. There are only 3 guarantees in this world: death, taxes, and road construction on I-285 in Atlanta.
You know, I do believe there's a prophecy from way back before the Bible and the Quran or anything else was ever written that said the entire universe will end if they ever finish road construction on 285.
It was unreal. It took us, on the way back, it took us 45 minutes to get from Norcross to 75.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're almost better off going up 85 and hitting 120 and then getting on 75 from 120.
I considered hitting 41.
Yeah, well, just about every road leads to 41 in Georgia.
And there's nothing like being on an 8-lane freeway doing 10 miles an hour.
Oh, you've been downtown?
No, that was 285.
Yeah. Yeah, on the north end they have 8 lanes. There's not as much room on the south end and parts of the east and west sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at 285, it is almost exactly the shape of the state of Maine.
Like Dan called it, the watermelon 500. It was just under caution that day where I was at.
Yep. The caution flag was out every 30 feet. Yeah. Now, this is one of the things that, while I'm not happy that HallowCon ended, since it is an Atlanta-based convention, I no longer have any real reason
to go there,
to get on 285 to get to someplace, because I can always navigate around even if it takes me an extra hour.
Yeah.
The lack of risk to life and limb, it more than makes up for it.
Yeah.
What was I? Oh, Chris, I'll send you a private message. I found out something about someone moving away.
Okay.
And you'll be sort of surprised why.
Well, I know somebody moving away, and she's going to be going up in the world. So
yeah. It's an improvement, but yeah, I just found out why.
Oh, is it in regards to something we discussed a couple of weekends ago at Farley?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Because I think I know what you're talking about, and I think I know who you're talking about.
I don't have the faintest idea what or who, but whoever it is, I wish him luck.
Again, it's the
Was this one of those missing stair sort of cases where somebody else was an impediment to their life? Fitting.
No, Chris.
Okay, somebody else. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I appreciate that, Ace.
Yeah, did you find anything that you like? I mean, I'm not going to make any money off of it, but Joe Dog might get 50 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good guy.
Yeah. And it's our fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're sort of responsible for that.
Yep.
Hey, we have a Carl.
Hey, Carl.
All right, everybody hush. Carl's here.
Hide your liquor. Oh,
Oh.
he dribbled a little bit of gin into his glass last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
It wasn't much.
So he likes gin, huh?
Well, it was a change of pace. I wouldn't say whether it was one of his most favorite things. I do believe he's more of a bourbon or a Scotch man, but
Yeah. Whiskey, bourbon, Scotch, all in that family. No, Carl did something that I could never do. Straight gin.
Hadn't tried to write one yet.
Carl was drinking Bombay Sapphire last night. So
Bombay's alright. It's better.
It's one of the best, one of the top brands. I'll tell you that. It's one of the smoothest ones.
It is better mixed with stuff. I will fill you in on a secret when you come to HallowCon, Dan.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the first. Somebody else is going to tell me something about alcohol.
I'll let you experience it for yourself, and you can tell me whether I'm right.
Here I am debating whether or not to buy my first bottle of absinthe to take with me, knowing full well I get knee walking in half an hour.
Well, shoot. I'm trying to do something for Carl, but it won't let me. I don't know how to do it.
Oh. Well?
Ooh.
I'm going to duck out. I'll still be listening. I've got to do something for Carl right now. I'll be listening. If you need me or anything, just holler and I'll jump right back.
All right, quick. Let's talk about it while he's gone.
I'm still listening.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah, they love giving him a...
Oh. Yeah, we're world famous in Buckhead. Yeah, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I called my mom Friday afternoon. I said, so when do you want to get together to head up to Gatlinburg on vacation tomorrow? I says, what's the plan? She calls me back, John, that's not till next month. So I went and looked. Sure enough, that I just misread the date. And it was 9/28, not 8/28. And but 8/28's on a Saturday, and I thought, oh, that's a great day to start a vacation. So so I'm sitting here with a half-packed suitcase and got to wait another month to go on vacation.
Well, at least you're half-packed. I mean, seriously. Put a dust cloth on it and leave it where it lay.
Carl, I'm not sure. That could usually go either way. You could be scared or should be scared, or you don't have anything to worry about where Joe's concerned.
You know, when Joe leaves and leaves me in charge of the show, it adds new meaning to having to sit in a hot seat.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I mean, it's not like we're honor bound to go through the videos that we have stocked up and play each and every one of them just for fun. But oh, wait a minute, this got me intrigued. Some yo was harassing people on Joe D. McPhee's show.
Yep.
Oh my God! Was that the same one that was asking the nonsense questions at the beginning of the show while I was there? Because there were a few things that were just kind of they were so far out in left field they should have been in the next county.
If not,
Hey, one of the questions was how do you feel about gravity? And I just typed in a quick reply, gravity sucks. Because that's his job. I didn't say, but
yeah. You should have said it weighs down on you.
You better start quoting lines from Katrina and the Waves. I mean, "Walking on Sunshine" is one of my favorite songs. My wife's going, "Oh, you were listening to that before we ever got together, and you said that was about us."
Look who's here.
Hey, Pizza
Jams.
Jams. What we doing? Oh, okay. So the troll came in after I left. Evidently, I'm too intimidating. So
Dan, apparently that was the one you were talking about's friend.
oh, they have a friend. My condolences.
It happens, Dan. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes losers find each other. And
They have these troll dating sites, I understand.
Matchtroll.com.
Mm-hmm. Bozosonly.com.
Yep.
Oh.
That's Chattanooga at night.
Josh!
Howdy, fellas.
Howdy.
I thought you were going to have to duck out.
Well,
Did
Hey.
Mama give you permission to get on the show?
no, the aide actually showed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Give
Carl Whitzman, if you would make a comment, please.
yeah, Joe Dog.
Hey, Pizza Jams. Hello. Oh, God, cramp. Oh, cramp. Oh, but I'll be back.
I think Joe's got a cramp.
That,
Sounds like.
Yeah.
There's something that I kind of noticed.
hey, with his back problems,
Yeah.
anything that hurts is a major deal, and I just cringe because I'm hoping I avoid that sort of stuff. But
How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good. How you doing, Josh?
getting
Yeah,
by. Got 1,000 words on the story tonight before everything got busy. So only started off with like 300, and then my wife started watching her TV show, so I was able to get another 700 real quick.
Oh.
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
I'm all right now. Oh, I went to, sit up on my foot like I'd been doing the last couple of weeks because it's comfortable. And for some reason, my leg decided, you're not going to do that today.
Joe, would you please start taking care of yourself? We worry about you.
Well, I try to take care of myself. That one came without warning.
You're not supposed to get a warning with cramps. They don't send you an email first saying, schedule this pain now.
Yeah, well, it just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready.
Yep.
Sometimes I can feel them coming on.
Hey, Carl, you might want to correct the typo there.
No, he's a wimp. Yeah. Yeah, am I doing any fire pit nights? Very possibly, maybe the end of September. And no, Dan, I'm not going to have one of those fire pit nights. I'm not going to do my nephew that way.
No. What do you think I was thinking?
Well, what I normally do on fire pit night.
You put a spotlight inside a cooler and hang it from a tree.
No.
Okay. You
When
burn
I have-
something that belongs to one of your neighbors.
No, I actually, I bring the little jars out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do him that way.
Damn.
No. And there are reasons.
Yeah.
The reason is you're saving it for HallowCon for all the innocent victims you can rake in there.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to show Donna Carleen what the stuff really is.
I don't think I can fit the wheelbarrow in the back of the van. Not with my suitcase.
Yeah, Pizza Jam says they are behaving politely and stuff.
Well.
Yeah, Chris has experienced the fire water.
So have I. In minute amounts. Just enough to be able to taste the flavor.
Yeah, well, if you take too big of a sip, you'll feel like you got kicked by a mule.
Well,
the full extension.
Well, the funny part is Donna keeps bringing up the Old Smoky Mountain moonshine.
Yeah, they sell that in several of the places around town. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's nowhere near as strong as Joe's shit.
Strangely enough, they have a lot of those. They have a lot of those distilleries up around Sevierville and Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
That's a wine cooler.
Hey, Van, how are you doing? Van is down in Ida Central. Josh?
Yes, we're anywhere in New Orleans or Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. It's going to be a rough couple
just
days.
Outside Stennis, Mississippi.
Well, now that we got you here, Josh, what is the estimated time of landfall?
Let's see, the last update I saw was 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Morning or afternoon?
Afternoon.
Okay. Yep. There's a lot of people I know down there. I hope they are packing up and heading for Beverly, let me tell you. It is not good. Lindsay reminded me this is the anniversary of Katrina.
Yeah, that's
16 years ago.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I believe she was in labor. No, 16 years ago. That would have been way too late. There was one Texas hurricane that she was actually delivering a child during, and she was I believe she was in Florida, but would have been one of her youngest, so it would have been something around 30 years ago.
Andrew.
Camille, maybe?
Camille, I do believe that was it.
No, Andrew was 30.
Yeah, that'd be
Well, that was Florida, but Camille was more of Mississippi.
Yeah, Camille was 68.
Yep, that sounds about right. I do believe in it, and the taste of the word sounds right in my ears. So yeah, I do believe it was Camille. She was actually in a hospital giving birth.
Well, I hate to tell you, that wasn't 30. That was 50.
Oh, couldn't have been. She ain't that old.
Yeah, so it was probably Andrew.
92.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Andrew was 89, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
No, Hugo was 89. Andrew was 92. That's right.
Well, she's asleep, so I can't ask her for clarification. Hello, Keisha.
Hello, Keisha.
And there's Kiri Bloodrose. Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday.
Happies.
And Keisha, I hope you're feeling much, much better than you were about this time last month.
Mm-hmm. Pizza Jams, is that Riverview, Florida?
No, that's Riverview, Hicks and Pike.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Monday and Tuesday, up this way, it'll be tornadoes.
Yep, could be. Could be. I'm already getting my wife used to the idea to batten down the hatches while I'm at work, because I know they're not going to let me leave the factory once I clock in. Last time, they didn't even let anybody go to the storm shelters, and here we had 3 tornado warnings within half an hour. Warnings, not watches. And they didn't shut the line down and let people go to the storm shelters. And I'm going, this is a really irresponsible management we got here these days.
That sounds like when I worked at Delphi, Mercedes just shut everything down. I said, go home. There's like 60-mile-an-hour winds outside. Go home.
Mm-hmm. Go home. Yeah. We don't have to go home, but we're going to stay here.
Yeah.
We ain't doing nothing, but we're going to stay right here. There's this concrete block wall in the restroom that I'm going to have to hold up to, since it's the designated storm shelter. I figured out where the best place to hide from a tornado is in our building, but unfortunately, they welded that trap door shut, so you can't get down in there anymore. There's no way, even if the building caved in, there's no way that anything could get down through there. You might have to spend 8 days eating peanut butter and crackers or whatever you got in your jacket pocket for snacks, but you wouldn't have gotten injured. You might lose some weight before somebody finally decides to listen to you hollering.
Yep.
And Pizza Jams is saying underwear under the building, probably.
Yep. There's a couple of places where, in this particular instance, this one was something where there was an open pit that was part of the manufacturing process, and it got roofed over, and then the access hatch got welded shut so nobody could go down there and sleep in the middle of night shift. So that left out one of the best and most highly protected places in the building in case the building was about to fall. And you're talking about 15 acres of a great big metal building with I-beams and whatnot holding it up. So if any of that stuff started crashing down, there's practically no place that would be safe except the men's room, the ladies' room, this particular little pit, and a couple of other places out back that few people remember exist. But those of us that have been there for 40 years do remember.
Yeah, them big span roof buildings like that normally don't stand up to high winds.
No, this would fold up like a house of cards. And okay, there you go. Dropping alert right now, streaming among us with friends right now. Okay, thank you. We're glad to have you here. So,
guys, I hate to say this, but I'm pushing the.
You pushing your limit?
Yeah.
Well, you want the rest of us to go on to the normal time, or you want to just jump right into Last Man, or what?
If y'all want to run a little longer, go for it. But
I mean, John and I both have ops, so we can go ahead and try and end the show at the normal time, and then jump into Last Man, or I can take over if you want. It's no big deal. But I mean, we're already here.
Yeah.
So there's not much room, not much sense in changing rooms.
Well, while you got everybody here, just go ahead and run it till 1, and then roll it to Last Man over onto the Last Man channel.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
we can do it.
I'm just wore out. Like I said, I've been going since 5 this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, and I felt I had a little micro dream, so it's time to go to bed.
Ooh. Yep. If you're nodding and you're still talking, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's time to hit the bed.
And Pizza Jam says Dan has got to get a Twitch.
Well, I was looking into it, but I almost clicked on the wrong program. There was something else that started with a T, and it wasn't Twitter. And I'm going, wait a minute, that don't sound right. Now, what is the advantage to having Twitch? I don't know. I've never investigated it before.
It's just another platform you can broadcast to widen your thing, widen your reach.
Okay, well, let me see.
And Twitch is becoming a talk show channel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So let me see here. We'll do the search thing.
And good night, Carl. I'm gonna duck out, guys. Thanks for covering the show. Thanks all y'all for being here. I will see all of y'all Thursday night, and maybe sooner on another show. I don't know. You never know where I'm going to pop up.
That's true.
I'm worse than a bad penny. I can pop up anywhere.
Apparently, I need to get a Twitch because apparently I have a fan club over there.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
That happens to the cute ones.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call myself cute, but thanks.
Well, the thing is, Pizza Jam, if Dan gets affiliated, he have to quit his Facebook and YouTube broadcast. Because that's the thing about Twitch affiliation. You make money, but you can't broadcast it anywhere else live.
Bugger that.
All right, I'm done.
All right, have a good one, Joe.
And Grogu says,
Too many pickled eggs, I'll tell you that right now.
all right, good night, guys.
Good night, Joe.
Yeah.
Get you some sleep. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. Here we are, 48 minutes into the program. I haven't even got out my Guinness Stout yet.
You ain't even got the good stuff out yet?
I ain't even got the good stuff out. I mean, I'm supposed to be, indulging myself. My wife got on to me because I had given up buying the treats, the special beers for Stupid O'Clock and for Last Man Standing. And she goes, wait a minute, this is supposed to be you having fun. This is not, got anything to do with the budget. We can budget this. So, I went, okay, well, twist my arm, make me drink good beer. I mean, I will endure somehow. Oh, Lord. Now, what are we going to do when we're trying to do this at HallowCon? I mean, are we all going to be in the same room, or the hotel Wi-Fi is going to be crap, I'm sure.
Well, actually, they ran some Cat 5 wire to the big room, so we might actually be all right if we decide to do it.
I think our fans will demand it. Oh, midnight at the Oasis.
Yeah, we're gonna have one in the big room and one in the panel room.
So I've got to figure out if my laptop's got a Cat 5 connector, a socket on it.
Pizza Jams, you need
I think it does.
Pizza Jams, I don't have a Twitter link for you, so I put it on Discord. So.
Okay. HallowCon live streamed? Well, you're in luck. It's still there. How many? What was it? 40 hours worth of HallowCon?
Hang on, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, Pizza Jams. Last year, HallowCon was live streamed. And
I sent that to Kier. I didn't send it to Pizza. I don't have Pizza Jams on
Oh, you sent it to the wrong person. Okay.
I sent it to Curie, not Pizza Jams. Hang on a minute, Pizza Jams.
Yeah. Well, yep. Easily corrected. These things happen. Technical difficulties. Stand by.
Sorry, I was trying to manage mischief with a cat.
Without a whip and a chair.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work. Oh, Lindsay's got her little feral cat in the house tonight.
Uh-oh.
He runs anytime I get within 6 feet of him, I swear. And the only way I can get him on the front porch is if one of our tame cats comes in first.
Mm.
So he's been adopted by one of our elderly male tame cats.
Okay.
So
I put my Discord up there, Pizza. Send me a Discord thing, and I'll send you the link.
There you go. Green screen, make it well. There ain't gonna be no green screen at the convention. I'll tell you that. But
why not?
Well, because the laptop hasn't got processor speed enough to handle it, for one thing.
We can fix that.
Oh, you gonna fix my laptop? Okay. Here's a turn up for the books.
Well, putting it into a venue where we actually have internet, not strings and cans, would probably help a lot. So.
Hey, I'm doing just fine on that same strings and cans right now with the workstation. It's all a matter of processor speed, which the laptop does not have, and neither does my desktop, which is why I've got 4 computers sitting here, even though one of them never gets turned on anymore because it's still running Windows XP, and I don't want anything to happen to it because I might need an XP sooner or later. There's so many things that I can't do on Windows 10 that I used to be able to do on XP because 64-bit is not 32-bit, and the programs do not cross over.
Hey, I used to try to get online on a Commodore 64, so I don't want to hear it.
I used to.
Dial-up.
I remember those days.
Oh, I can remember them days. I thought that was the best thing in the world.
I went from a TRS-80 to a Radio Shack. What was the damn thing?
Okay, Carl.
It is a Radio Shack TRS-80.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
I went to a Radio Shack. What was it? 386? Yeah, 386 after the TRS-80. And
Radio Shack. That's just a fancy way of saying IBM.
No, it's a fancy way. It's a fancy way of saying I went to the mall and bought this and it works.
Yep.
Oh, good night, Carl.
Yep.
Good night, Carl.
Yeah, Pizza Jams, if you get a chance, you need to come to HallowCon. I don't know what your work schedule is, but I hope you can make it.
This will be the first year Joe's been able to talk me into it, and he's been trying for a decade or more. I think even before he took it over, he'd been trying to get me to come to HallowCon.
I'm sure.
Well, I will know for sure next week.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Next Friday.
Y'all excuse me, I gotta go fix something real quick.
That'll be awesome.
Peanut butter and jelly or bologna?
Well, thank you from the desk of a small publisher.
Hey, Joe D. McPhee. Oh,
Yes, at least you should.
Tried tossing to us from your show. Well, that's better than tossing us out of your show. And I hated to have to leave to get backstage for Stupid O'Clock, Joe. But I mean, you were throwing some good stuff down there, and it was nice to get one of those question and answer sessions. So you ought to look into doing that. Maybe once every other month or so when you got the time and you don't have anything specific that you want to just go on about with your own show, because I know you do the comic reviews and things like that. Oh my goodness, we have so many celebrities in the audience tonight.
Good
Oh,
evening.
hey Brian. Yep, I'm going to show up even though Brian's coming. So
We look forward to having you, Brian.
Ace, yes, I do believe you should. I'm fairly sure that you would have a lot of fun.
It's hard to beat the bang for the buck.
Yep, from the way that Joe Dog is talking it up, this is one of those HallowCon's that you do not want to miss. And it will not break the bank.
Nope.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to see Cookie about that one, Brian. We
Yeah.
can't help you there.
Yeah.
Who gave Brian? Brian doesn't need a key. He's got a teleport.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing to do is just, do it.
Piece
Go.
of goods. It's $35 to pre-register for the whole weekend.
And it's what, $60-something?
$69 a night for a hotel room.
And you can't beat that. You can't beat that. You go to one of the big cons, or you go to even one of the middle-sized cons, it's going to be $135 a night.
Oh, at least.
And you get fed.
Yeah, Joe's throwing in food as well. I
So-
usually take a whole cooler full of nothing but food to keep from having to eat in an expensive restaurant or something. And Joe's going, leave that behind. I'm going to feed you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, there are places you can eat if you want to, but you don't have to unless you absolutely want to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping I get to come over there just so I can cook for y'all. So.
Hey, that'd be right. That'd be great too.
Yep, you would love Grillzilla.
Yep. HallowCon sounds dope. Yeah, HallowCons are the way to go, actually. Now, if you are into one of the big media cons, there are plenty of them for you.
Oh,
But
so, Jerry.
if you want more intimate and a whole lot more fun with a whole lot less hassle, a HallowCon is the way to go.
And you get to know the people that are actually there. You can have a conversation and talk for as long as you want to. And it doesn't take you long to get from your room to where all the stuff is going on.
Chattanooga, Dalton, Georgia, Rocky Face exit. And
Yep.
there's the Econo Lodge where the convention's at.
Yep.
And
Right off the interstate.
right off the interstate, literally, you throw egg rolls at it.
Yeah, really. I think there's a red light that lets you get in the driveway.
Yep.
There's
Go up the hill
Holmes
and make
Liquor,
a
which is
drive.
literally within walking distance of the hotel.
And
I need that as a bookmark.
hey, they got some good prices on stuff.
Yeah, Los Pueblos Mexican restaurant right there.
Yep, and Flacco's is nearby too. It's another good.
There's
Mexican
Wendy's. Hey, if you've
Don't
got
go to that
if you've got a
Wendy's.
Wyndham Resort thing, there's that.
That's a Baymont.
Well, it's by Wyndham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I've been getting a lot of emails from.
There's a
Hilton
Burger King and a Waffle House over here.
Mhm.
There's a Checkers up by the Home Depot.
They got motorized scooters. I might have to go to that Waffle House.
I don't know about motorized scooters, but
And if you go down,
Mr. T's Pizza and Ice Cream.
yeah, and if you go to the next exit, you have
Next exit. This one down here.
yeah, Walnut Avenue.
oh wait, you're going to
Went too
Florida
far.
now.
That's connector 3. Go up.
Walnut Avenue. Is that
Somewhere
there's
around in
Walnut
that
Avenue.
white spot
Yep.
there.
There's
Got
a
Red
the Dalton
Lobster.
Convention Center.
Bojangles, Zaxby's. There's a McDonald's, Panda Express,
Cracker Barrel, Outback
Chick-fil-A,
Steakhouse.
if you're so interested.
I bet
Applebee's.
there ain't no Arby's in the neighborhood, is there?
There's an Arby's, but you have to go down to the next exit, or you have to go over to Cleveland Highway, Glenwood Avenue to get to it.
All right. Arby's is my go-to while I'm driving to a con food. I'll have to hit that up somewhere closer to home.
Go down here.
Yeah, Bob's Burger. Okay, it's got it.
Yep.
There's the Wendy's.
All right, the Pilot here. There's an Arby's in it. Pilot Travel Center, right here.
Pilot Travel Center.
Right here. You
I can't see what you're pointing at. You know that, don't you?
All right, below the exit there. Right there.
Yeah, right there at the exit.
Yeah, right there at the exit.
Oh, Pilot Travel Center.
Yeah. There's an Arby's in there.
Oh, okay. All right. Once I find the hotel, I'll be able to.
There's a brand new Arby's up here in Ringgold too.
Yeah. I ain't going that far. I mean, that's
it's about
3 miles.
It's almost like this.
That's about 6 miles away.
I will have already been driving for 3 hours by the time I get there. Yeah. So
I think that's about a 2.5, 3 hour drive from.
Yeah, Flacco's is a good restaurant too.
Yep.
Good Mexican.
Oh,
anybody has any questions about food? I can tell you most places within a reasonable driving distance.
And considering it's only about 45 miles, it's still only 7 hours from Atlanta because of traffic. Please, anybody, if you're coming, try and bypass Atlanta. Go around it, whatever. Go through 50 million little towns with 30 miles an hour, and you still get there quicker than trying to go on 285. And much safer too.
Go through LaGrange and.
Hell, if you have to go through
through Alabama, I bet.
If you have to come through San Francisco, it'll still be quicker than trying to go through Atlanta.
Actually, I think traffic in Nashville is worse than Atlanta.
It's very close. Last time I was up there.
I went to a Falcons Titans. There's a liquor store.
That is
okay.
You'll like the people that run that liquor store. They're really cool.
They're good.
Their parking sucks, but the liquor store.
Yeah, at that traffic light, which is right off the interstate, if you make a left, if you're coming off the interstate, go up that hill, make a slight right, and then you'll be at the Econo Lodge.
Yep.
And
to think that they trust John with artillery. I mean, jeez.
Yep.
I'm good with artillery and reading maps and stuff. It's just I didn't get to drive the Google car is what the problem
is. Would have stopped at every liquor store on the way.
Are you kidding? I'd have gone up and down the liquor store aisles and show you what they had in stock. I'm that professional a Google driver.
Hey, John, while you got stuff pulled up there,
can
you pull up the NHC, National Hurricane Center?
Yeah.
It should be NHC.
I'm familiar with it. Matter of fact, I may have it hot linked somewhere. Okay.
I'm just trying to see that new update.
Ace, if you fly down there, you can fly into Hartsfield. Of course, you know the joke. If you're going to get to heaven, you have to change planes at Hartsfield. You can also possibly fly into Chattanooga Regional Airport.
Dalton has an airport, but it's real small.
Yeah, it's very small. You would have to have like a Cessna or something like that.
Flying
small Learjet.
A doghouse and a pilot with a big black nose.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good drive, Brian.
Yep. But y'all are coming from way further north than we're looking at it from coming from the south to get to Dalton. Well, yeah, you're coming south to get to Dalton because you're up there near Chattanooga, but it's You could damn near walk it, John.
Yeah.
Double tap.
I got a bicycle.
I'm actually probably closest to it because I'm in the next county over.
Dalton Municipal Airport.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds like about the place. If you're not on a broom or a bicycle, you might want to find someplace a little bigger.
Let's put it this way: they got a twin-engine Cessna, a Beechcraft, a crop duster, and another very old Cessna.
Yeah.
I think it's a Cessna. That could be one of them other planes.
It's probably smaller than McCollum Field there at Kennesaw.
And your
Brian,
other,
I don't know what night you're planning on or when you're planning on coming down, but if you got the time and the resources, you might want to find a halfway point.
you know, if Brian does come down here for HallowCon, we need to take him to Bees.
Yeah.
Is it like, I wonder, is Bees open on Thursday night?
I don't know if they're open on Thursday night. They might be open earlier in the afternoon. I don't know when he's planning on coming down, but it's an experience. And I've yet to experience it, believe it or not, but I've heard plenty about it.
You can clear that out, John.
Oh, okay.
I just got an update from meteorologist friend of mine. So.
Yeah.
The pressure's dropped. Recon planes going back in and about an hour.
Brian, there is a Champy's chicken, but Bees is pretty dang good too. And if you have enough people, they sit you at a table with a lazy Susan where you spin the food around to get what you want, and they keep bringing it till you tell them to stop.
No, even if you tell them to stop, they keep bringing it. So you just got to get up. If you don't want to eat anymore, you just got to get up and waddle out. That's all there is to it.
Brian, the official start time on Friday is 3 p.m. I don't think the actual welcome is till like 5, but the unofficial soft opening is 3 p.m. Because that's check-in time.
Wait, that ain't what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe it is. Let's see if this works.
Yep. That is Bees, Brian K. Morris.
Oh my gosh, they've got a live webcam. That can't be live. It's midnight. They're not open.
I was about to say they got to be cleaning up.
Speaking of live webcams, go. Okay, for those of y'all who don't know, I was born in Biloxi, Mississippi. My dad still lives down there. So, it started raining in Biloxi from the hurricane. So.
Yeah, I was about to say them outer bands are already starting to hit.
It wasn't raining when we started the show at 11. So
that I don't know, Brian, but yeah, if you think it like you're completely spent.
You know, they do have it. It's an old timey restaurant. They do have cigars and cigarettes in the counter with the chew. They got the big things of chewing gum and candy and stuff like that in the counter where you check out. So it's one of those kind of old timey restaurants.
Don't tell Carl that he might be.
Well, they don't serve liquor.
Yeah, but he likes cigars, from what I understand.
He do.
He do like cigars. I don't know if he'd like the kind of ones that'd be in Dalton, Georgia.
Yeah, Biloxi's getting heavy rain.
Looks like is that a flashing light or
that is the Biloxi Lighthouse.
Yep.
I was talking about that. Talking about that red light. Is that supposed to be a flashing light or is it?
That's an intersection. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an intersection.
Yeah.
And they whenever there's a storm, they put all the intersections on flashing yellow.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, they
Which nobody pays any attention to, obviously.
they were showing New Orleans earlier on I-10, and they only had 3 lanes going out for some reason on a mandatory evacuation out of New Orleans, and it was bumper to. I mean, they wasn't moving 5 foot. I was like, why? Why? Turn all lanes out, get them out. And I think it was the mayor down there said that they hadn't made a new plan since Katrina down there. I was like,
Did somebody address Brian's questions here?
Which one was it?
What time does everything get started on Friday?
Yeah, we did that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I answered it for him.
Yeah, the best idea is to show up Thursday afternoon. That way, you've got time to be well swazzled before anything starts on Friday. Hey, it's a lifestyle. I live it.
I think we all do.
Oh,
Well, I'll have to be there on Thursday. That's when we start setting up.
yeah. Well, that's one reason Joe Dog says, "Oh, we can draft you into the load-in crew," and I'm going, "Yeah."
Don't worry, Dan. Most of the stuff will already be loaded on the truck.
Yeah.
You might be asked to carry a light item or two off the truck.
Okay. Well, if you've got a forklift, I can drive it.
We don't there at the hotel.
Hey, I'm just saying, I've got these skills
Yeah,
and
I'm
OSHA certification.
I'm pretty good on a forklift myself.
Electric pallet jack.
No, they're manual pallet jacks where I work.
I have used everything from propane to electric to a manual pump. Is this thing on?
I've used everything from propane to electric to diesel.
Ooh, getting some horsepower.
I don't think I've been on a diesel.
Oh,
Well,
we got a
those
neat
got
little
phased
toy
out.
at work that they used back in the hot end to move railroad cars around.
Hmm.
It's like it's the size of a combine harvester, basically. So it's got enough mass to move railroad cars, fully loaded railroad cars around. So, and it looks like it'd be fun, but I've never been inside of it. But
New Orleans is not getting much of a storm right now.
really,
Yep.
That's good.
Let's see. Let me show you. Here's a live camera from New Orleans. And let's see here.
That's fairly peaceful, all
Well,
things considered.
that's a big full moon there, unless that's a street light.
That's street light.
Okay, well,
But the
ruin my
trees-
illusions.
The trees aren't showing a lot of breeze. There's not a lot of rain or anything like that.
They're about to get their first ban.
Yeah.
It's-
This is the calm before the storm, if ever there was one.
It's coming through Violet and about to move. It's coming through Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Biloxi. That's what you was just seeing coming through Biloxi.
This damn storm needs to stay away from Valdosta and the Vidalia onion patches, because
Yeah. I don't think you got to worry.
Yeah,
It's
hey,
actually a little late.
I don't want to wash downstream. Let me tell you,
Dan, it's a little late for Vidalia onions. They should have already.
not for next year.
I
If the farms wind up in the Gulf of Mexico, where are they going to plant stuff?
think it's
I-28. The cars aren't. I-285 because the cars aren't using it right now.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's going to stay pretty much north. It's going to go
See,
pretty much.
Who was that friend of ours that was just talking with Joe that lives down there near Stennis?
I can't scroll up that far.
Me neither.
Let's see what I can do.
I probably wasn't on here yet.
Drat. My memory is shot. I can't remember the fellow's name.
Van Davis.
There you go.
Van Davis.
Is he still here?
I
Don't
don't know. Van, if you're still out there, please put in a comment.
Yeah, really.
Let us know you're still alive.
And only if it's safe, because you said you were at Ida Central. So,
Yeah,
and
really.
Brian, it's perfectly fine if you want to make a reservation on Thursday. There's several of us that have rooms for Thursday. Just let them know you need to add another day.
Yep. And it is affordable, and that's really a great thing. This is one of the most affordable cons I will have ever attended. Matter of fact, it's more affordable than my family reunion every year is supposed to be.
Ace, you can bring yourself and whoever you want to bring with you. We'll be happy to have you.
Lord, yeah.
And Ace, yeah, it is creepier when it's whispered.
We're gonna have fun. Oh dear. For some reason, I'm reminded of several Alice Cooper songs, but I can't remember which one would apply the most. So I'll drop that line of inquiry. Shut up, Watson.
Oh.
Yeah, Biloxi's getting hit pretty windy at the moment. So
Yeah,
Well,
you better
it's
watch
moving
out.
in. It's moving in.
I like this. I found a new camera here, so
I believe that's the first line, the first band moving in.
That was not what I wanted.
Ain't touching that line.
Sure.
Among other things.
Yep. Joe, we are storm watching and we're bullshitting and we're drinking and having a good time. And this is just about what Stupid O'Clock is for. Just the conversation changes faster than somebody at a play going backstage for a costume change. So, oh, and we've got John B. Pica in the house too.
Hello, John.
Hey, John.
So basically, oh yeah, I see that tree moving around pretty good.
Yep.
They're getting a little bit of a breeze there.
Starting to get some surge too. Some waves are.
Yeah, definitely. Although with this camera, the resolution is not really tight enough to be able to see individual waves, but you can see stuff moving.
They was talking about 40 plus foot waves in the Gulf.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, has it hit Cat 3 yet? I thought it was just about to. Last thing that Stephanie said.
This next update should be Cat 3. So.
Yep.
Well, everybody that lives down there, get the hell out now. This is not time to batten down the hatches. This is time to evacuate.
Yep.
You turned on the sound there for it, John?
Oh, I can.
I thought you had. I was hearing breezes, so.
I may have to redo it. Hang on a second.
It doesn't matter. It's going to sound like wind.
I'm hearing lovely surf sound. So
you are? Well.
Share screen, share the audio, and then share that.
Yeah, that's always the fun part about it, Ace, when you know somebody there. And John and Brian, y'all have both been part of a.
This is This is a resort in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Redneck Riviera.
Yeah, this is not the time to sleep on the beach tonight.
No.
No, not unless you want to wake up drunk. I don't know of anybody that wants to do that.
As clearly as I can, but if you look down here, they've got their flag at half mast.
Mm-hmm.
It's going nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. It is whipping around pretty good.
Yep. Strong winds and gusts.
You might want to kill that sound before I
Yeah.
nod off.
I was about to say that's gonna make me go to sleep.
I don't need no help, believe me.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we went.
No, Ace.
No.
That would sound more like a machine gun.
Yeah, he's.
Let's not display that one, shall we? We answered it. That's good enough. We don't have to let everybody else in on the joke. It's
Yeah.
it'll show up in the transcripts. We can fix that in post, right? Oh,
He said,
heaven
ain't
day.
freeze you got to worry about.
Yeah, you be grabbing that mask real quick. Let me tell you. Oh.
You need an oxygen tank attached to it.
Full scuba gear would help. Yeah.
Well, it would be around fall, so you wouldn't burn up in it.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the weather will be like that weekend for HallowCon.
It's generally pretty mild. You can probably count on one day being fairly warm. So, short sleeve shirt Friday.
And snow on Sunday.
Light jacket for Saturday. You might want a light long sleeve shirt just to be on the safe side. Or if you got a costume, it'd probably provide you with enough warmth and heat.
Oh, yeah, like I can fit into any of my costumes after 2 years of sitting in a damn chair drinking beer.
Just a thought, Dan. I didn't say you actually had to do it.
I can do it. I just look like a size 7 watermelon and a size 3 sack.
Well, Dan, the whole thing about dressing up for Halloween is doing it because you enjoy it and have fun, not because you care what other people think.
Well, I do have a few things that I might still get into, but we shall see. It definitely isn't going to be the steampunk Flash. Let me tell you, that one was skin tight when we made it. So that was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So
as long as you're not showing too much skin in public, we should be good.
I don't believe I even show too much skin if I was to actually take use of the swimming pool.
Yeah, well, the swimming pool's usually closed by the time the HallowCon's there.
I am not. It's been almost 20 years since the last time I went to a swimming pool. So I'm not a fanatic about that sort of thing. Yeah. Although I was really good about jumping in the deep end and swimming underwater to the shallow end for the regular hotel sized pools, nothing Olympic sized. And that would be good exercise, though. I ought to look back into that.
Ace, I hear fezzes are in fashion right now.
And bow ties.
Yep. Although if you can keep up with as fast as Brian talks, more power to you.
The next update on it, Ida should have it about 120, 125 on the wind speed.
Okay.
Eastern time?
No, I'm talking about miles per hour winds. Here in the next hour. So it's going to be a big jump. I think it's
Hey,
105 right now.
there's an idea. We can have a Brian K. Morris lookalike contest.
What you talking about, Willis?
I think he would get a kick. I think he would get a kick out of that.
Oh,
Brian, it probably depends on which ones show up.
groupies. Yes, I've heard of them. What planet are they from?
The Planet Group, of course.
Yeah, mutton chop. Do you see this? Do you see this,
Oh,
Jody?
I was about
This
to
started
say,
off as mutton chops back
Yeah.
when I started off with steampunk, and then it just kind of grew together in the middle. And I'm going, I haven't the heart to kill it.
Let me see here. I have not shaved this week. You think I could grow a Brian K. Morris look for a second?
Yeah, it might take you 6
Possibly.
months, but
let's see, I can't say. Well, I'm going to trim up this week, tomorrow. And if Alabama loses a football game, then I can shave again.
well, I don't wait for that.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
do.
was actually about to buy myself a new electric razor today, so
Mhm.
I've got one that's about 15 years old, and it's getting real hard to keep the charge on the bugger. So I think it's time to replace that one. Just toss the old one and buy a new one.
I got a nice wall razor, electric razor.
Now, I do actually have a 1920s Damascus steel cutthroat razor. I can't shave with it, but I've got it. That's a skill I never did learn. That's something that my elder relatives did not pass on. I know how to sharpen the darn things, but they didn't show me how to shave with them.
But I was just about to say my granddad used one. Never showed me how to use it.
I know. I mean, the damn thing can cut through diamonds. I'm afraid to get it near my face.
Oh.
I don't think he would settle for anything less than the original. She's just got him broken in.
Yep. Often imitated, never duplicated.
Mm.
Dang.
Okay, this is one of the places that discretion is the better part of value. I'm not touching that line, Joe.
We could get you a slightly older model.
I'm not. Well, I might be. I'm definitely not under warranty anymore.
You're broken, that's for sure.
Dear Mrs. Hollyfield, we've been trying to reach you about your husband's extended warranty.
Warranty she'd be okay with. Extended, I don't think she'd be happy with. Ooh, that was definitely a green room line that nobody's going to get.
Hey, guess what? It's after midnight in the East Coast, so we can.
Yep, it's 12:30.
Oh, and somewhere I can still hear the guitar playing in the distance, and wondering who it is that's actually strumming. Nope. They quit. Oh. Sounded a bit like Yardbirds there for a second. So,
Yeah.
One
Good
of them
stuff.
old guys, and they were probably British at that. So, what do we got here going on in the private chat here? I don't even look at that anymore. Duh. Okay. Nope. Got no answer for that one. Sorry.
Yep.
Uh-oh. We're having trouble streaming to Twitch again.
Oh. And everybody says I should get one, and that's the only thing every week that has problems.
Oh, it's working now. Apparently it was
Excuse
temporary.
me. Eric Clapton, the Yardbirds.
Thank you, Ace. That's exactly what I was thinking, but I was having a bit of a aphasia there, and my mouth would not say what was going through my brain. So, and sometimes that's a good thing around here. I wound up self-editing by accident entirely enough times for it to be appropriate. Oh.
Speaking of British musicians, we lost Charlie Watts this week.
Yes, that is one of those things. That is one of those instances where you go, damn, I'm almost sorry I lived long enough to see this happen.
Yeah. Yes, Brian, that was one of the more awesome combinations of guitarists in one band.
There's been so many that's been lost this year.
I know, but we're finally getting to that age to where it's going to happen more and more often.
Yeah.
All our childhood heroes are getting to the point to where it's their time. And as much as we're going to miss them, we can treasure what they gave us while they were here.
Yeah.
But we're still going to miss them because there's so much more they could have given us if they just had one more day or one more year, or
one more song.
Yep.
Oh.
Charlie Watts he raised Arabian horses.
Yeah. He also had a jazz band that was totally aside from the Stones. So,
when they retired from doing the Rolling Stones thing, Mick Jagger went out and saw his horse ranch. I was so impressed with it, he decided to buy a ranch too, and he wound up buying this estate up in Scotland where they raised sheep, of all things. But it wasn't just any sheep. It was like these Angora, I can't remember the breed, but it was basically every time you shear one, the fleece is like $5,000 kind of thing. And it's some just ridiculously hybrid sheep. And this community where he bought the estate, the whole area does this. So it's like famous for it. I can't remember the name of the town that they're in, but he was buying the place, and there's a guy in town that comes out, and basically he's the expert sheep guy. Breeding and just anything. He's a veterinarian, does the breeding, does just everything. And he comes out there and he's helping Mick Jagger get this sheep ranch. I don't know what they call ranches in Scotland, but anyway, he's coming out there to help him get it all in order. And all the neighbors are like, oh my, it's Mick Jagger, it's cool. And so anyway, he's sitting there and he's talking with this guy about the sheep and everything. And the guy warns him that one of his neighbors, a guy named McLeod, you need to keep an eye on him because he has a reputation for getting amorous with the sheep. and at first Mick Jagger thought the guy was messing with him, and then he goes, "No, you don't understand. This guy is renowned for." And sure enough, all the neighbors come by to introduce themselves to Sir Mick Jagger, and the McLeod guy came by and he says everybody that came by didn't really care about the sheep or anything. They were all Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones, except for the McLeod guy. And the McLeod guy came over and all he could do was look at the sheep. And so Mick Jagger's like, okay, I know something's up with this guy. And sure enough, a couple nights later, he heard the sheep out in the barn or whatever it was making a lot of noise. And he goes out there for flashlight, flips the flashlight on. Sure enough, he sees the guy out there going at one of the sheep. And he says, "Hey, McLeod, get off of my ewe."
That was a reach.
Well, you
If
heard
I was wearing shoes, I'd be kicking furniture right now.
Did you hear the story about Mick Jagger and Charlie Watts when Mick Jagger came traipsing into a hotel late at night, and Charlie had went to bed, and he's like, "Where's my drummer?" And he has them call up the room, or goes to the room, knocks on it, and informs him that his presence is requested downstairs. Well, it takes a little bit to get ready, but he dresses up in a 3-piece suit. He goes down there, walks up to Mick, and it's like, "I am not your drummer." Punches him straight in the mouth and says, "You're my singer."
Yep. Oh, that is a great story. It really is. It's like, huh? Who's working for whom, motherfucker?
Yeah, Ace, I think
And everybody wonders why Mick
Wolfgang
Jagger
was
has big
responsible
swollen
for
lips.
that. I think Wolfgang was responsible for getting everyone back together. He was really a good influence on his dad, because Eddie and Alex, I think, had a lot of anger issues about stuff. And, of course, Dave being Dave, and, Sammy and poor old, Michael Anthony just kind of got the short end of the stick just because he was friends with Sammy. But yeah, it would have been awesome having everybody back together.
I'm distinctly sure that the last thing somebody said right before Van Halen broke up was, "Who left the toilet seat up?" and that was it.
And that was probably Dave.
Yeah, it's probably Dave.
Have you noticed pictures of Dave lately? When did he turn into Dr. Smith from Lost in Space?
Well, if you saw his interview with Joe Rogan, he didn't come out and say that Eddie had cancer and all that, but you could tell something wasn't right. And he's got tattooed up. Because I saw him on tour in 2009. And he didn't have hardly any tattoos on him. He's got tribal tattoos all on his sides and midriff and arms now.
Well, if that floats your boat.
Yeah, well, like I said, I just never thought about Dave doing that. Of course, he's got his haircut so short, he does look like Dr. Smith from Lost in Space.
Yeah.
One of my bucket list items is to go down to Cabo San Lucas.
Yeah.
And see Sammy Hagar's place down there.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, there's a recording of a show he did from there. And
actually.
Well, no, I mean, the one that I saw was really, really entertaining. Actually, I have seen Sammy Hagar live at the Coliseum in Athens, Georgia, which is just a big concrete dome. He was with, he was the opening act for Boston, believe it or not. So you had Sammy Hagar showing off, and then you had 7 guitars and a drum after that. And it's hard to say which one put on a better show, because they were both so good.
Yeah.
But there was, the acoustics in the place are crap. I mean, you'd get better acoustics playing in a toilet somewhere, but the seating was much better. So that was a plus. That's one of those things, in my wild and misspent youth. And actually, I don't think it was that misspent. I think I invested it in a lot of things.
The problem is, I don't think we could make it across the border.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just
Sammy-
need a bunch of milk crates. I saw that online today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well,
Sammy
all right.
made Cabo Wabo tequila.
Oh yeah, I've had some.
And eventually sold the company at a nice tidy profit. And then he started Beach Bum Rum.
Beach Bum. I haven't tried that one yet.
I haven't either. It's
This-
on
Never
my
heard of it till just
list.
now. So,
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not worth the price, but
Well, you're paying for the name, just like
Yeah.
Wabo. You're
Yeah.
paying for.
celebrity anything is not worth the price.
Yeah. You know, I've tried Aviation Gin. It's all right, but you know, the commercials for Ryan Reynolds is funny.
Yeah,
well, but I'm not a gin person, so
it's all right. It's all right. I wouldn't dare to do what Carl did last night and drink it without a mixer. But now I have indulged. I think it was a shot of gin, 2 shots of Rose's lime juice, and a couple of ice cubes.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that probably.
Yeah, that was excellent. That was excellent. I liked it better with a dribble of tonic water, but let's just say that it is palatable, however you take it. So you just have to get used to it.
Ace, I envy you. I got to see them with Dave, but you got to see him with Sammy.
So I got my rum and Diet Coke. If I'm drinking,
I apologize for my Mick Jagger joke earlier, but Joe's not here, so somebody had to tell a cheesy joke.
Hey, it's all right.
Yeah,
It's only rock and roll, but we liked it.
Joe's going to leave tomorrow and come back and watch the show after he left.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to critique everything.
You serious? Joe actually watches the show after he's gone to bed?
Does he really?
Well, tomorrow, he'll review it tomorrow. Tuesday, whenever he wakes up.
Thursday afternoon, probably as bad as he felt. Oh man, I would not. I would not know. Joe puts up with so much pain.
Well, I was about to say,
I don't know that I could deal with what he has to put up with on a daily basis just from his back alone.
Well, see, I was about to say I've got fused disc in my back, so I don't know what's going on with his back. So
a lot of the same.
Yeah, and he's.
Let's put it this way: he can't walk through a metal detector without making a lot of noise. So
okay.
And
well, say they wanting to start jabbing me with shots and stuff, and I'm like, no, that'll just speed it up.
I'm still breathing. Leave me alone.
Them steroids will just eat into it.
I can tell you, I've seen him grimacing in so much pain.
The hot peppers.
It's not even funny.
Little pepper, longer pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
Yes. Was that chilies or?
2 different cups.
It has an old pepper jingle.
That one's called a chili, or this one's called a chili red, and that's what you see at Chili's restaurant if you go in. Their motif. And then
That's
this
Carolina,
I can't remember what that's called, but it's the longer, thinner, like traditional Mexican chili.
Yeah, both of them are hot.
Not bad.
Vaguely, vaguely, yeah. I mean, they're not
and a ghost pepper or anything, but
yeah, really.
Well,
Carolina Reaper.
Well, this light might be bright, but let's see.
Oh, and that's you habaneros, right?
Yeah,
That's a habanero right there.
I tried growing those last year, and I don't know what happened, but just as they were starting to make peppers, the whole bush died. Just like somebody had poisoned it or something.
Well, I ended up getting about.
That was your mom saving your life, John.
She doesn't live here.
She visited. You weren't there, but she visited.
I ended up with about 8 this year with all the rain, and I guess that's pretty good. I mean, all that rain we had over here.
That's what I'm thinking killed my peppers was rain.
All right, Brian. Thank you for
Good
stopping
night,
by
Brian.
Not,
and
bro.
participating.
Good night, O Fezd one.
Yes.
And I try to plant some cantaloupes this year, and
You realize that if Brian K. Morris shows up at HallowCon, there will be a run on fezzes in the Chattanooga Dalton area.
Yep.
Hey.
Well, he's planning on
Style
coming
setters
unless
set
something
style.
happens.
Would it be funny if he shows up and everybody at the con's wearing a fez?
That would be funny.
Even the hotel, we need to see if we can get the hotel staff to wear fezzes before he shows up.
I don't think you can organize that, John. It
I
would be a
bet
great
I
joke,
can.
but I don't think you can organize all of that.
I bet I can. I bet we can. I bet Chris has already got a plan. I guess I'd look at his
that's it.
face.
Look, wheels are turning.
I've got an idea planted into my head now. Thanks, John.
You're welcome. Have fun sleeping tonight. You're laying in bed like, okay, I got to go to sleep. His brain's like, are you trying to go to sleep? He says, yes,
Nope.
I'm trying to go to sleep.
Where can I get 500 fezzes quick?
Where the hell can you get a case of fezzes before Halloween? You know, he'll be online at like 4 a.m. going, fezzes online. Is there a fez.com?
I don't know, but you better make sure they don't have any Shriners emblems on them.
New tab.
Fez.com. Yes, but it's a. Oh, this is
Yeah, I was
funny.
about to say you better watch what you click.
Fez LLC they do vaping supplies. So,
That ain't right.
Fezzes for Shriners. Buy a Shriner Fez online.
No, you need to stay away from the ones with Shriner emblems on them. That's
Old Medina and Fezmar. Oh no, it's a town. Never mind. Actually, those don't look too bad.
Come.
See, both their minds are working now.
Hey,
Kangaroo red Fez hat with gold tassel, $8.95. That ain't bad at all. Hang on a minute. Throw that up.
yeah. See if
I
you can
think I
get a
can get
discount price
everybody in
for
on
those.
this joke for $9. Okay.
Show it up again.
Some gold tassels. This could go a lot of places.
Yeah, I saw that.
That ain't a bad one either. Even for, I mean, even I expected a decent Fez to be like a hat and be $30, $40, something like that.
That's not as tall as the one that Brian usually wears, though.
That is a more traditional Turkish Fez right there.
Yeah, that's the skull cap type almost. Now I do have the Dumbledore one, but it's green.
Well, duh. And then most of them.
I might ought to pack that just for variety.
You could stand out.
Yes, in a sea of red, please be green.
The House of Dumbledore.
Okay, here's one for black. Oh man, they got green ones and blue ones and black ones.
I was about to say they should have black ones.
And then let's see here. Like I said, the average one is $25. So, there's an orange one. Hey, you could get a Tennessee Vols Fez. How funny would that be?
They ought to make some crap plastic ones with a.
Those are called traffic cones.
Yes.
Hey, Hey, I could do a Southern Fez. I've got an old Cool Whip bowl. Just put me a gold tassel on the top of it.
That's
I
some
was about
spray
to
paint. You're good to go.
I
Hey,
can pick
John,
some up on the way there.
I found a
Good night,
set of
Joe.
fix for $25.99.
Oh Lord, we do get silly, don't we?
Well, they did name
But
the
it's
show
so much
Stupid O'Clock.
fun. It's so much fun.
Oh my!
I bet the Halloween joints open up first of the month.
Shoot, they already open. I went to
I've
Spirit
got to
Halloween
replace
today.
my Greek fisherman's cap. The one I've got's getting a little bit long in the tooth.
There's your Tennessee Vols, Fez.
Mhm. Compensating.
I'm going to have to
Yeah, just a little bit.
agree with Leanne Toohey. I'm not going to wear that disgusting color, and it does not fit into my color wheel.
Oh yeah, there ain't no way I'd wear that color.
Too much like Auburn, didn't
Yeah.
It'd have to be crimson.
it?
It'd have to
Most
have
of them are.
Hey.
You know, that's
Yeah,
not
most of them
actually
are red
original.
of some sort.
yeah. Most of the standard ones have wound up being red. I mean,
Can't
it's
be
very,
red. Can't be red. Gotta be crimson now. Would y'all? Y'all are maroon. What's Georgia color?
Red.
George.
Red.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red, black.
Okay, that's right.
That's more Tulane.
That's I was about to say that's
Or maybe UAB.
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
I like that. There's maroon.
Yeah. That's Florida
South
State.
Carolina.
What a
Florida State.
maroon.
Yeah, maybe South Carolina, but it looked more Florida State.
Yeah,
There's
Florida,
your Bama
yeah.
one right there. That one looks like Navy. Navy. That's a Navy Fez right there.
That will be a Mox.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, no, the Mox.
Georgia Tech. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Georgia Tech.
No, that's black and gold.
Yeah, that's UTC.
Yeah. Georgia Tech's black and gold.
And there's Georgia down there.
The heck?
I can't tell from the postage stamp, but it looks a little bit like the
Rotary
V-52.
Downs.
What? John, you're
Joe. Oh, that.
Hold
You
on
called
a
me.
sec.
You are so out of here, pal. That's just. I don't have to put up with that. Yeah. Welcome back, Joe. See how it feels? Okay.
Where are you going with that gun in your hand?
Well,
Hang on a second.
Well,
I hate doing that because the last thing I heard Chris say right as I pressed that button was, "Hang on a second."
There's something about a gun in a hand.
Some guy named Joe gonna shoot his old lady. Yeah. And
No, I was drinking some of my melted ice.
but most people call that water.
Yep. It started out as ice, though.
Mm.
In this particular instance.
It's like those people who say, "Ooh, this candy tastes just like Fireball whiskey," and it's like, most non-alcoholic people call that cinnamon.
Yep.
I ain't even got into that tonight. I was waiting for the next show.
Hey, Josh, you get down here, we'll have to get you a bottle of Chattanooga whiskey.
Yep. 1816.
Never had it, but I'll damn sure try it.
They actually started brewing it when it first came up. Chattanooga still had their laws that you couldn't make whiskey in Chattanooga.
Mm-hmm.
So they were brewing it in St. Louis. They changed the laws just for this company. So they're actually brewing in Chattanooga now. Strange enough, I believe, is that the old Herb Adcock Chevrolet location down there on the river?
Actually, I think it's closer to the Chattanooga Choo Choo.
No. That's the store. The actual
Okay.
brewery is down on the river. It's on Riverfront Parkway. And I believe that used to be, if I'm not mistaken, the old Herb Adcock Chevrolet dealership. I might be wrong about the name, but
Sure, Kerry, we'd love to have you.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Dan can get ready sending everybody the links.
Oh,
I've got a link. Or
screw
other
that.
people
Just
send it out.
yeah, really. What's the worst that could happen?
well,
We have
we're
12
only
people
2
show
weeks
up.
away from 9/11, so yeah, you know.
What are we going to get, a troll? I think we can deal with that.
Yeah, they don't have administrative rights, so
Point and laugh.
yeah.
I pity the trolls that show up on our show. Yeah, that's Chattanooga Whiskey Company. That used to be the big round part there. Used to be the showroom for the Chevy dealership.
Okay.
I think that's what that was.
Okay.
And then that used to be their service department, and then
I thought Adcock's used to be no, that's Newton Chevrolet. I was thinking.
There's this one here. I can't remember what. This was the Cadillac place. Now it's Kelly Cadillac.
Super.
Now it's Kelly Subaru.
Yeah.
Subaru.
Well, you gotta love that sign, don't you?
Yes.
Mm.
And you can tell it used to be the car dealership. Okay.
I might need to make the Chattanooga.
Okay, there you go. Now the place.
Set up a camper in that parking lot. You'll be good to go.
Well, that's where they make the stuff. They don't actually. Apparently, they're going to start doing tours there.
They ain't got a tap room in there or nothing.
No, it is. Let me see where I'm going here. Darn choo choo.
Helicopter.
Leave it to me to not be able to find a train station. Oh, there we go. Old damn train station. I can't find it. Okay.
You can find your way around in Berlin, but you can't find your way around in Chattanooga.
This is actually, well, that's the whiskey store there.
Okay.
I wonder if they're ever going to do it that way. And that's the hot chocolate thing right next to it.
Oh yeah. I've seen that from the
And there's the Chattanooga Choo.
From the Choo Choo, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Never noticed the whiskey store, but I did notice the hot chocolate place.
I wonder what they're ever going to do with this old hotel.
Well, they could do a lot with that.
I think that, well, the problem is, I think it's actually condemned.
Okay.
And they're trying to figure out some way to either fix it so that they don't have to tear it down, or tear it down and put something else up.
Yeah.
Have it declared a historic site. And,
it is a historic site, but it's still about to fall in on
money.
itself.
Yeah,
well, that's what they do down here. That man, we've got buildings that they've tore down that's 100 years old. That there's
a lot of lost history.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Hotel Chattanooga. What a lovely place.
Yeah. And plantation houses and stuff like that they tear down. And
all right, guys, guess what time it is?
Oh,
it's time.
Y'all on the other side.
Good night, everybody. See y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for sticking with us.
All right, I'm going to pop over to mine and listen to us go through High Flight here.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.